Hey everybody, Jeremy here, and welcome to another haul video where I show you some of the things that I picked up earlier this week. Now, I only have a few things to show you, and I've actually debated whether I should hold off on this video in the hopes that maybe I can get something within the next day or two to add to this. But I honestly don't know if that's going to happen, and I don't know if I'm even going to have the time to make a video when I do get those things, so we are going to do this now. Everything that I got here, I got from Toys R Us. So let's get started. And of course, when there's pops involved, we start with the pops. Here we go. Here's the first pop. It's the only pop, really. Teen Titans Raven, the Toys R Us exclusive, the Red Raven. Now here's the thing. First of all, for everyone who loves boxes, this is not the best box. You know, from here it looks fine, but it does look like someone just punched it with a very small fist right here and it's dented the box. And you know, I mean, I do keep my boxes, but I'm not a stickler on boxes. And when it comes to this Red Raven, when was the last time you've seen a Teen Titans pop that wasn't from the latest line of like Robin as Batman and Raven as Wonder Woman? The original ones, the one with Beast Boy and Robin and Cyborg. You know, when was the last time you saw one of those in Toys R Us? I know I haven't seen those in a very long time, and I was shocked when this was just sitting there, you know, with the pops on this little stand thingy in the middle of the aisle. And I thought about it a little bit, and I thought, yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead and grab it. I'm actually going to take it out of the box right now. I haven't done that yet, and I'm actually not too thrilled with the quality of this pop. But, you know, then again, when do you see these anymore? I don't know why this was there. Are they doing restocks? I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, here she is. Pretty standard stuff, but, you know, the paint on her is not that great. On the back, you can see a little bit of yellow right here, and there's some scratch with some black paint here, but I can overlook that. That can be, you know, pretty acceptable. But the problem here is like right here on her legs, the black from her outfit, the paint is really quite messy around her legs here, and it's really just smeared off, and it's rough. I mean, it just doesn't look all that great. The red got some black mixed into it, and it's just not a good paint job at all. And I think I mentioned it before, and it was very strange. I was wondering, why is it that these exclusive pops sometimes have the worst paint applications? You would think with their rarity, perhaps more care would be taken into them. But, you know, anyway, this is just one of those things where I felt like, you know, if this was everywhere, I definitely would have held off and just tried to get one that was in better shape. But since you don't really see these much in Toys R Us anymore these days, I just thought, yeah, why not just go for it? And I did. In fact, now that I'm looking at this, it really makes me wonder if this particular pop, I don't know. I'm wondering if someone, it doesn't make any sense. It kind of makes me wonder if someone took a regular Purple Raven pop and painted it red and then returned, but that doesn't make any sense because they're both kind of difficult to find. So it's not like Marvel Legends where they just swap out, you know, a character and put another one in there and take it back and be like, ha ha ha, no one's going to notice. You know, why would you take a Raven figure that's already quite desirable and paint it up to look like another Raven figure that's pretty desirable, and you're not really getting anything out of? I don't know. If this was someone's, you know, paint job and they just, that's a lot of effort to put into doing something like that. You know, if that's what happened, then that's what happened. I don't think it is though, but yeah, it just doesn't add up to me. So anyway, there's Raven. I have seen the Raven as Wonder Woman, and I did see one that was in pretty good shape, but, you know, I don't know. I just didn't pick it up, and I can't really understand why. I don't think I was in a good mood that day. You ever gone into Toys R Us, and for some reason, everyone there just bothers you? They were just bothering me. They weren't personally talking to me, but everyone was just kind of in the way, and, you know, it just kind of messed up my whole experience. Anyway, now these next two things I'm going to show you are the result of a very bad influence. Bad influence. I don't know if a lot of you guys watch P2 Vision. Now, P2 is a pretty cool guy. hunts lots of toys, super entertaining. I watch him every time he uploads a video, man, because it's almost like a daily ritual for me. I sit home, I got my food. It's 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Where's my P2? I need it right now. So he was in Toys R Us, and he came across, well, let me just show you. Then I'll explain. He came across some Zootopia figures that were flocked, and I had never seen them before, and he was quite taken by them. So, I've seen Zootopia. This is a really great movie, by the way. If you have not seen Zootopia, I highly recommend it. It's not just, it's an animated movie, so kids will love it. Yeah, kids are going to like it. But as an older person, as an adult, there are definitely some themes in Zootopia that resonate with society today. All about diversity and how some people have certain prejudices against others that are unfounded, and how that could tear people apart. So it definitely resonates with society today, especially in this country when all the stuff is going on, politics, blah blah blah. We're not going to get into that, but it makes for a really great movie that you can enjoy on multiple levels. But anyway, back to the toy. The fact that this is flocked, and as he was showing it, I was like, yeah, that does look kind of cool, but I didn't think about it like at all, and I wasn't looking for it. I just thought, yeah, that looks kind of cool. And then I went to my Toys R Us looking for the Contra 2-pack. Couldn't find it. It was pretty dead in there, so I just decided, let me just walk the aisles, see what I can see, whatever. Just browsing. I didn't want to leave immediately. I was going to take my time. It was still kind of early. I went into the aisle where all the Disney stuff is, and I saw this. Then I saw this. And when I saw them, I just looked at them, and I thought to myself, shoot. I didn't think shoot. I thought something else. You know what I thought? And I was like, well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to walk out of here without these. No matter how much convincing of myself that I do, no matter how many times I say, Jeremy, you weren't even looking for these things. You didn't look at them on the internet. You didn't look at no reviews. You didn't do anything. You just saw that P2 had them and thought that they looked pretty cool. And they do look pretty cool. And you walked into the store and there they were. And I saw them for myself. And I was like, there's no way I'm getting out of this. And they were $14.99. That made it even worse because I thought that they would cost more. But they do look pretty darn good. Let me open up Judy. And I'm probably this is going to be a jump cut because there's tape right here and some twist ties. But we're going to open her up. We're going to get a closer look at her right now. I went and I grabbed a pair of my wife's scissors. Try to get this open. And then I had to put them back exactly where I found them, because she's going to know that I touched the scissors, and she'll just like, did you touch my scissors? I know, because they were at a 93-degree angle and now they're at a 94-degree angle. What would you use the scissors for? That's coming. I can feel it. Being flocked really takes this figure to a whole new level, because it makes her face and her expression, it just makes it look that much better. Now, as far as the rest of it, it's just regular, cheap plastic. Hey, look, if I can move my leg forward, I can la 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 la. But it's all that you can do with it. I mean, there's some rotation there in the foot, but whatever. But you don't get this thing for the articulation. It's her head is flocked, her ears are flocked, her hands are flocked. Her feet are flocked. In case you're wondering what flocked means, is basically, it's like a type of material that's very soft to the touch. It's almost like what your couch is probably made out of. It feels like a type of fabric, a type of cloth. It's not just regular plastic, and it does so much to elevate the way that this character looks. Man, they did such a good job. The eyes look really good on her. Man, if the rest of the outfit was as well done as like the eyes here and as the flocked fur, this would be just a grand slam. And like, why is this $15? This should be more. So like, if this plastic part were done a lot better and this part was done a lot better, whew, it would have been incredible. But it's still very good for what it is. I mean, it's still lots of detail. I mean, come on. They painted the little buckles all around her belt You know, some companies don't even do that for figures that cost $20, you know. But anyway, there's Judy. We got one more to go. Mr. Nick Wilde. So let's get him out of here. And he also looks pretty darn good. Now, these are Toys R Us exclusives, so you won't be able to find them anywhere else but Toys R Us. And that might also explain why, you know, the quality on these is a lot better than I thought. Because, you know, maybe because they are exclusive, maybe that's why they look like that. But these are actually really good. Great job by Tomy. And with this Nick Wilde, I'm going to show you in a minute the different gradients of his fur as far as the color goes is really, really nice. So let me get him out. So he doesn't come with his tail attached. You need to attach his tail. You see at the back there, there's like nothing there, but you got his tail here. So let's just pop that in. There you go. Boom. The tail is flocked. The hands are flocked. The feet are flocked. The head is flocked. Man, and like I was saying, with the gradients, and it's kind of like this also on Judy's ears. See how it kind of goes from that little nice gray and it kind of just fades up into a darker gray. And on old Nick here, he has like this really darkish brown and it fades up into this red, and it does the same thing on his ears. And it just looks really good. They did a great job on these, you know, and just to pose them up on the shelf, you know, it's kind of, you can have them looking at each other. Too bad their arms don't go out like this, because, you know, I would have her like put, or at least have him like put his arm like around her shoulder or something like that, you know. But this is really, really cool. I like these. I like these a lot, you know. And if they had more exclusive figures like this that were from characters from the movie, then I would be like, dude, just get the whole set. You know, just because they did such a good job on these, and the $14.99 price point was really, really good. I know that this kind of went from a haul video to a review of these guys, but I think that it needed to be said. And the weird thing is, I don't know why I'm just seeing these in Toys R Us, because the movie is out on like Blu-ray now. So weird. But yeah, anyway, guys, those are the only things that I got. This questionable Red Raven, which at this point I kind of really don't care. Because no matter what it is, it's still Raven in some form. And the two awesome characters, main characters from Zootopia, figures made by Tomy that look really, really good for what they're asking for. So that's all for me. I'm still planning on maybe trying to get some things before the weekend is over. We'll see how that goes. And if that happens, I'm going to make another video. And that video is going to be posted probably early next week or so, but stay tuned for that. If you want to see it, be sure to subscribe for that and whatever else that I got coming up in the future. I can never be too sure. So until next time, I'm Jeremy, and I'll talk to you later.